Not to make anyone hungry, but what do we think about this? Alan says too heavy to ship, right? Deontay says typical slicer. No, this is not something that's going to sell on impulse, right? This is not something that's going to typically do too well. This is something that if you have like a B2B business and like you could sell like 1,000 of these at once, you know, that's probably what you'd go ahead and do. It's like a whole franchise or something like that. The thing is, I love it. It's cool. I see why we looked at it and saw it definitely unique, but this is something that's more industrial. There's something that not really everyone wants, right? Keep in mind, you might get a sale here and there for sure. I'm not saying you're not going to get a sale, but keep in mind, like I could give two craps about a sale. I care about you getting enough sales to maintain profitability. Okay. That's what we need to realize here. There's enough consistent momentum that you're genuinely having enough sales a day to make you profitable. And I don't believe that'll be something that will happen with this particular item. So yeah, right. Jose, restaurant depot item, exactly, like B2B, you know, that's the type of consumer base. If we had a general store that was doing, you know, $500,000 a month, we could add this to our fleet, no problem. But this is not going to be our main item. Because guys, what I want you all to realize here is our winning product, right? And everyone, you know, particularly knows this already, but I want to bring it over again. The winning product, okay, is what you're using as your magnet for traffic. Okay, realize that the whole point of the winning product is just to get traffic sent to your website at a profitable rate to where you could sell other things as well, right? So the goal is obviously to sell as many of your main unit as possible, but your main product, your winning product, guys, like it serves one purpose, and that's to get traffic to your website that you can leave on automation without obviously spending more than you're making, right? So that's the goal here. So the goal of the product is to bring traffic to your site at a profitable rate. Then you sell other items as well. It's all in the upsell. So you guys see our upsell sequences that convert at 20 to 50% sometimes. It's just crazy. We even got pre-purchase converting at like 20% now consistently as well. And when you mix in email marketing, SMS, and everything else in between, guess what? You have an absolute machine that you could be spending $10 more than your profitable cost per acquisition and still be making bread, right? And then talk about your competition. They have no idea what's going on. Let's be honest, most of them, right? So you can just go ahead and run that all day long. They're not going to know what you're doing on your back end, and you'll put them out of business, right? The amount of stores that I've seen products doing well, right? And verified that they passed the system, okay? And I went ahead and marketed them and then ran a system like that. You'd be surprised. You could keep those links to those stores and you'll watch them turn off real time. It's funny. Okay. And listen, I'm not doing it to be aggressive, but when I'm marketing, I'm going for blood, right? I'm trying to put out everyone out of business, right? And you know, that's how we got to think as well. How can we go ahead and be the most favorable for our own empire, right? How can we do that? How do we actually go ahead and force more spend and put other people outside of the consumer base that we're able to target? It's by spending more, because they can't spend that way because they don't know how to actually have it turn a profit on the back end, right? Something to keep in mind. Okay, we're gonna move on to our next piece here. Okay, so, more kitchen stuff, my favorite. What do we think of this, guys? Okay, it's not just, it's really what it prevents. That's the value. I've seen it in action and love it. Low margin, unless bundled with other supporting products, high perceived value, good margin, but not sure about the perceived value. That's exactly where I'm at. I personally hate this item. I personally can't stand it. I don't like kitchen items, okay? And the whole thing for me is, yes, the way to go ahead and market this is by showing what it can prevent, by showing the pain that it will prevent, by showing it in use and how to actually use an item like this. Right. The thing is, for me, guys, it really is a great item. But generally, guys, like the shipping on this is probably going to add another $3 to $5, you know, bare minimum. It's going to be cooking at around like $10 just cost, you know, then you got to go ahead. It doesn't really make sense to go ahead and run this for what we're trying to do. Am I saying this is a bad product? No, I'm saying it's phenomenal. But I'm saying this is not 2015 anymore, where CPMs are just 80 cents every day. Okay, we got to pay $10 to $30 for CPM. Okay, which means, look, guys, like we got to bake in that margin. Okay, and that's why I'm saying bake in that margin, makes your life 10 times easier. I love this item. I love the item. I love our marketing angles. I don't like the item particularly because it's kitchen, and you know, I like all of our points behind it, and I like that it kind of justifies a lot of what we said. Right, it's a good item, but it's not my favorite, and it just doesn't make sense to sell it with Facebook ads, knowing the costs associated with running it with CPMs. So with that being said, we're going to stay away from this because it's just going to be very difficult to maintain profitability. And if you're able to let's say you're selling it for 20 bucks, and your cost per acquisition is like $5, that's disgusting good, right? You're only netting $5. Like it's just not favorable. It's not something that's going to be high scale. It's not going to be really something you're going to be excited about, right? You're going to be selling a lot of them, but you're not going to be making a lot. So it's just not something that we're going to sell here, guys. But sometimes there's products that I like and that will probably sell if they're marketed effectively, but it just doesn't make the numbers just don't make sense. I would say we're going to stay away from this for that exact reason. I really do look for ways to sell, but I never force it and will never force it. So this item, what do we think about this, guys? This particular item, okay, let me know your thoughts, okay? It is an outdoor multi-purpose stool. It does a few things, right? It does a few things, but look, let's be honest. I got Dick's Sporting Goods right here. I got Modell's right here. I got Cabela's right here. I got Bass Pro Shop right here. And, to be honest, like, I'm not just going to be like sitting one day like, oh, you know what? I need a random no, it's not something that's really impulse. You kind of know you need it. You went to the kids' soccer game. Your back hurts. Like, oh, I'm going to Dick's Sporting Goods before the next game. It's something that, it's not really an impulse buy. You kind of know you need it already. So, it's everywhere. This is everywhere. It's literally everywhere. This is saturation to its like furthest extent. Right. So we're going to stay away from this. I'm going to show us 3 products that I know are winners right now. One is a winning product that I've personally done over $100,000 a month with. Okay. And like I said, didn't build out a brand around it because it was just something I wasn't doing at the time. It had other brands running. Okay. I'm going to show you that product, and specifically, okay, it is literally a product I did over 100 grand a month with. I'm also showing you up to other products that I know for a fact are winners right now. One of them I've shown before, but it's a freaking winner literally right now. Okay, so I'm literally giving 3 winners. Okay, these are absolute proven winners. Okay, and keep in mind here, I'm showing you these so you can understand what they look like. Okay, these items, like at this point, I'm telling you they're winners, like they're probably a little bit saturated, but they could still do well. Okay, but realize like I've hit this one. So I'll show you. Boom. Okay. This particular item. Okay. It's one of my products. Okay. And it's actually, I partnered with one of our students with this product. Right. And we ran it up well over $100,000 months. We're crushing it. Okay. And what's cool about it is there was multiple items at the time that we had. And this one just kind of was on the back burner. So kind of thought about it and like, hey, why don't I just kind of walk my people through and, hint, you know what I'm saying? So literally, okay, this is high perceived value. It doesn't come with the lighter fluid. Okay. No lighter fluid. Okay. Just the actual item. Okay. And what's cool about it is it's a good torch. Okay. Now, what's cool here is the fact that, as you can see, this high perceived value, okay, very, very unique. You're not going to find it in brick and mortar stores. It's useful because you could go ahead and light things, right? And it's something that's just very, very unique. We're selling this, did very well. This is one of the products, okay? When you look at this item, you could genuinely see, okay, wow, compared to something else that, right? You instantly, wow. Now, with that being said, next item. Showed this once before. The reason I'm showing it again is because this is an effing evergreen item if I've ever seen it. Love, emotion, and logic. It just does better around the holidays. This is a freaking good item, okay? And genuinely look into it, okay? Genuinely look into it. Hint, hint, it is a great item. As you can see, it is so cool, a great gift, and you could customize it. And, it's just a great item, okay? Phenomenal product. Check these out, okay? 2 winners, okay? This is the one I did 100K above with. Also, who remembers this particular item? High-powered flashlight. Let me walk you through why. It's not just the flashlight. Oh my God, Justin, you can get these anywhere. No. High-powered, over-the-top, crazy amount of power flashlight. Only reason I know this is doing well is because I'm in the same exact, my tactical brand, okay, is in this market. And I was going to go ahead and build another brand around this, honestly. Okay. But I'm like, I'll give it to my people. Now, let me walk you through it. The way this is doing well, let me give you the ad that is making it do well. Okay. The ad is literally a UGC ad of someone using the product, user generated content. And it is literally them turning on the flashlight and it just blows away, okay, any other flashlight you've seen. And it genuinely does. It's genuinely extra high powered. Just like Billy Mays, show this in 30 different ways of it turning on, okay? And just turn the damn thing on in front of a barn, in front of your house, in front of the garage, and whatever it is. show it in 30 different ways, and you could subliminally incorporate compare to a different flashlight. Even though we don't want to put before and after in our ads, we could be slick with it, right? And not put those wording in there and kind of separate it in the ad content. And this is the particular item. I would like you to go ahead and try to find something more inexpensive as well. But yeah, this is selling for big bucks, guys, like 75-ish in that realm. Okay. So seriously, the key here is showing that this is heavy duty, it's high powered, and genuinely like actually has a crazy wattage with lights. It lights up everything. To be clear, I'm not just talking about any stinky old flashlight. No, I'm talking about a ridiculously high-powered flashlight. Okay, I've never sold this particularly. This is one that I didn't sell. I just know for a fact it's a winner, and I was going to sell it. Okay, because I know it's a winner. Okay, and I'm already in the tactical brand, but I'm giving it here instead.